Good morning, everybody. Good evening, good afternoon. How's everyone doing? Whoa. Talk about darkness, you know? It's like, okay, give me a second. I've been in the sun too long. Yeah, I'm sorry. There is no fix for this. All right. So if you don't know where I am, just look at my teeth. That's where you know where I'm moving from. Okay. All right. I'll just. So good evening, guys. Good afternoon. The Facebook Live is running. So it's always great to have all of you guys in Facebook Live with me prior to the webinar, and it's good to catch up with everybody. We got cake. We were eating some cake together. And we got some drinks, but today no alcohol, so just coffee-based drinks. All right, guys. So today's topic, we're going to be talking about buyers and sellers. Now, before we get into this, let us just get this thing. I want to check one thing with you guys. Okay, where is everybody from? Where is everybody from? London, Brazil, Portugal, Italy, Bulgaria, Jamaica, Seattle, Mexico, Dubai, Hong Kong, Dubai, Iran, Sri Lanka, Vietnam, Slovakia, Texas, Manchester, Korea, Brisbane, Qatar, Bangalore, Afghanistan. Awesome, awesome, awesome. The list is endless, endless. We are a global team in here. That's great. And I hope my accent and my English is okay for everybody. I know this is a major issue on YouTube. We got people with very funky accents. But I hope I can get through to you guys. You guys will understand what I'm saying. And we're going to be talking about buyers and sellers today. Okay? Buyers and sellers today. Now, this is a common problem that a lot of people have. Let me open up the poll real quick. Okay, and just need to know one thing. Okay, how many of you guys are new here? Yeah, it is recording. It is recording. The little red icon that you see on the top right means it is recording. Okay, we got 150 plus people new in here. 41 people have been here before. Okay, 170. 173. Okay, so we got a lot of people who are new in here. Okay, great. So we got a few people in here that are actually been here before. Now, those of you who have been here before, okay, let me put this up here and let me open up. Okay, how many of you guys? Okay. How many of you guys... Oh, sorry. How many of you guys have the Mastering Price Action course already? Okay. Okay, so we got 100 people in here from the course, and 66 people are a little bit more senior, and 16, 17 people even more senior. Okay. Great. Okay. Okay, I just wanted to get that notion from you guys so I know what language, what tone to speak in here. We got a lot of people who are in here first time. So give it up for the people who are here first time. Welcome to the room, guys. Congratulations for making it out here. Don't worry, just because that we have people who have been here before does not mean I'm going to forget about you guys and not trying to teach you guys and just focus on the people I know. Welcome, guys. Everyone's very nice, so welcome. All right, so let's turn this on and let's get this thing going. Okay, let me open up screen sharing. Greetings from USS Enterprise. Okay, yeah, so as you can see, we were doing Facebook Live here. That's me right there. All right, here we go. So, let's take a look at some stuff. Can everyone see my screen? Okay, good. Let's go straight to the whiteboard first. I wanna check one thing with you guys. Okay, so buyers and sellers. Now Now, before we begin, I just want to make sure, can everyone see my circle? Okay, good. Yeah, that's the famous circle of urban forex. Before we begin, we always draw that circle. Okay, there we go. Now, buying and selling is as simple as it sounds, is actually complex. You know, okay, here we go. Buyer and seller. Okay, tell me everything you guys know about buyers and sellers. What do you know about buyers and sellers? What's a buyer? What's a seller? Is it just a guy who sells and a guy who buys? Or a girl? It's a pain in the ass. Up and down. Okay. So, first thing first. Who's moving the market? You or me? Or big boys? Big boys, right? We all know that. The big boys are moving the market. Okay. Which means what we're seeing is a big boy receipt. These are all receipts because this is a transaction that has already taken place. Correct? Godfather. These are transactions that are already taking place. So every candle that you see is nothing but a receipt, right? It's like a receipt of his shopping experience. Okay? What you're trying to do is, based on the receipt, judge him and saying, I know what he's doing. Okay? Just because his previous receipt says he bought a BMW, does that mean he's going to buy a BMW again? Okay, so this is where many traders go wrong sometimes. Just because they see a red candle, they think that the next candle should be red also because it's down, so I guess it's a down. We just keep going down. Right? So we got to understand these things first. Okay. Now, you guys will receive the recording. Now, before we get in, I'm going to show you a few pieces of logic that's very important, and it's a very major problem. I've seen this time and time again, and I'm going to share it with you guys, and hopefully you guys all have aha moments with this as well, because this goes very closely with buyers and sellers. Okay? So, okay, I do this in a lot of my webinars. Here we go. Markets are going up. They're going up. What kind of market is this? Uptrend or downtrend? Uptrend. It's simple logic. We've all learned this. In fact, even our dog looking at the screen is probably looking up, right? So everyone knows it's an uptrend. An uptrend has a logic of, if it pulls back, it's going to go up again. If it pulls back, it's going to go up again, right? So what do you think the market is doing right now? Buying or selling? Good. Notice the word I use. What do you think the market is doing right now? Is buying or selling? What is the market? You and me. That's the market. We are buying. Why? Because we're looking at the receipts of what already happened and we're like, well, we're going to buy also. Okay. So the prices pull back to support and resistance. We're like, good. We got a discount. Let's buy it, baby. Because it's been going up. Oh, it's not going up. Well, we're in some profit. It's okay. Oh, it's not going up. He's still, okay, well, that's support right there. He's going to go up. Oh, yeah, I knew it. He's going up. Good. Oh, well, that was weird. I guess it's not a buy. I'm stop lost. I'm stopped out. I think it's a sell. Yeah, it's a sell. I know for sure now it's a sell. Okay, prepare for sells. Notice the prepare for sells activate here. The prepare for buys activate here. Which means the big player already did all of his purchasing. He already did all of his selling. And we, as the market, are coming in late. We're coming into the market extremely late. Okay? Now, take this out of the chart. Remove this from the chart, and we use this concept with anything. You want to have a car. Okay, this is my nice boxed car. I did practice my drawing in school. There you have it. That's a car right there, and we got your Horrible, horrible iPhone. Okay? Really funky looking. Yeah, we'll call this the Ferrari. Okay, here we go, Ferrari. And this is the iPhone. Okay. Now, when this car gets released into the market, brand new, how is the demand? The demand is high. Everybody wants this. What happens when the demand is high? What happens to the price? It keeps rising. Prices go up. Keeps rising. The big boys, they buy. Now, what's unique about the big boy about getting that car? Who gets the car first? The big boys or the market? Just think about it. Do VIPs get access to exclusive stuff, or does the market get access to exclusive stuff? It's always going to be the big boys or VIPs, right? So all the activity is already happening down here. As the prices keep going up, the smart VIPs are like, I don't want it, screw that. I can always buy any car I want, I don't need it anymore. That price is way too high. But unfortunately, in the market, there's a guy out there who says, if I don't buy that Ferrari, I'm not going to look good, I'm not going to get any girls, and I'm going to be a loser for my whole life. So I need that car, it's expensive, who cares, I'll just buy it, okay. I'll buy it. He keeps buying it up there. Higher prices, higher prices, higher prices. More and more of these type of guys keeps coming in. Like, hey man, my neighbor just bought this car, screw him, I'm going to buy that same car with leather seats. You know, I'm going to get a better edition. The next guy comes in. You know what? I want it with air conditioning. Okay, this is a horrible example because all Ferraris have leather seats and air conditioning, but you get the idea. People are just paying more and more and more for something that was initially valued at this price. Okay? Now, here we go. From this concept, as the demand starts to decrease, like when the prices get too high, everyone's like, you know what, even I cannot afford it anymore, it's too expensive. You know what, I cannot afford it anymore, it's too expensive. I cannot afford it anymore, it's too expensive. All these people suddenly start saying, I don't want it anymore. And what does the Ferrari dealership have to do? Hey man, no one's buying, so if no one buys, what should I do? Discount, here we go, prices start to come down, discount. And as they start to discount, those who bought it up here, they still have to pay their loans on very expensive prices. You guys notice this is happening with home buying as well? People buy houses right when everybody is buying houses and they're stuck inside a loan, and when the housing market crashes, everyone still has to pay the loan to the bank because that house is not paid off in cash. They don't have big boy pockets, right? So now they're like, oh my god, I lost so much value. Not just that, I'm paying on a house that's losing value, and I'm also paying interest on that. What is happening to my life? Is this a bad joke? Right? This happens all the time. This is happening not just to the housing market, it's happening in every market. This is how the markets move. Okay? Now, as the prices go back down, what happens? You know what? I'll buy one more. Same guy. He buys another one. Notice why he buys it. He buys it again from down here. While everybody else is like, you know what, sell the Ferrari, sell the Ferrari, sell the Ferrari, because the Ferrari is losing value. Sell it, I don't want it anymore. And this guy's like, hey, I got a discount. Dude, buy it. What's wrong with you? You see the logic in the thinking of the market? Okay? These up and down movements are prints of the big boys. I call it prints because these are orders that he's gone through. Does that make sense? Ebby saying, sorry I'm late. Well, it's okay. As long as you understand, you probably just came in and looking at the screen, you're like, what the hell is this? This isn't Forex. They're just drawing cars and iPhones. Okay, so yeah, 50 laps around your computer screen. Okay, so far so good. Everyone understand the logic so far? So people are entering very, very late. Now let's put this back into perspective for the markets of, okay, how do we then understand buyers and sellers? Let's go back. Let's go back. Let me go back to that screen. Okay, I'm going to take a screenshot again. Okay. There we go. Now we see this market here, right? Okay, we see the USD CAD. This is the daily chart. The markets were going upwards. They halted. They went upwards. Halted down a little bit. Tried to go upwards. Changed direction. Going downwards. Halted. Going downwards. Halting a bit. And trying to resume downwards. Okay. Now, always you have to look at something called the big trend. Okay? The big trend gives you a fair clue of which way is the market headed. Okay? So which direction is the market headed? Up or down? Currently. Down. Okay. As soon as you know that information, check, your job is done. Okay? Now, before we change the time frame, we need one more check thing to do. So we know it's a downtrend, that's a given. Everybody knows, even our dog knows, right? However, how is the speed? Let's manage the speed. It went down like this, it pulled back that much. Is that still strong? That's still strong. It went down this much and it pulled back that much. Is that still strong? Yeah, that's still strong. It went down this much, pulled back that much. Is that still strong? Oh yeah. It went down this much. Notice how each move is slightly getting bigger and bigger and bigger. And then it's pulling back this much. Now, wait, the pullback's a little bit deeper in this one, right? Okay. Now, it's slowing down a bit, but yeah, there you go, Yash. Very good. Not 100%. It's just slowing down. However, the tendency of this big boy is to keep going down. Okay, we know that information so far. Okay, we know that information. Okay, what we're going to do now is we're going to take this information one step lower. We're going to take it the next time frame down, which is the 4-hour time frame, which means to make a daily chart, you need how many 4-hour candles to make one daily chart? 6. Okay? All right, let's take a screenshot of this. Okay, which direction was the daily? Down. Down. Direction of the daily was down. Okay? Now we're in the 4-hour time frame, which is one time frame lower, and we're watching this. Oh, we can see that down coming in. Look at that. I can see the fine details, microscopic. It's almost like you can see his pimples on his face, right? It's very small and microscopic. So you're seeing it like, oh, I can see all the little bitty details, all of the stuff he's been doing. I can see he's bought his wife some shoes, he sold some jewelry. You can see everything that the big boy did. Okay? And then suddenly you're noticing during the pullback, this thing starts to move like this. Whoa. What is this? A higher low sequence. Higher high sequence. Now the markets are going upwards. What does that mean? It's an uptrend. Now, but who is the uptrend for? The uptrend is for the smaller boy. Okay? It is for the smaller boy. It is for the guy on the lower end. Because remember, everyone who was selling with the big boys are suddenly panicking like, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god, it's going up. It's going up. So that means if I'm selling for example, my iPhone for, let's say, $600, I'm selling the iPhone for $600. That's an exact example. And I'm selling an iPhone for $600, and I'm getting this price. Okay. Mark M, I just had an aha moment. So I'm getting this price, and then prices start to lower and lower and lower. What do you think the guy who's selling the iPhone 6 is, or who's selling the iPhone gonna say? Price is too low. I don't want to sell it anymore. I will take it from this guy. If this guy is willing to pay 400, and if I'm selling at 600, how do you do that transaction? If he's selling to close the trade, how do you do this? What do you have to do at 400? You have to buy it. So everyone who's panicking on the way down is suddenly turning into buyers. They're becoming buyers in the market because they're panicking. Now, as they're becoming buyers, because they're getting too emotionally involved in such little movements, they're thinking this is now an uptrend. But they just closed their trade here and they're like, huh? What's going on? But then the trade goes higher and they're like, whoa. What's going on? Maybe I need to buy an iPhone. I only have one. If I can buy 3 iPhones, it'll be better. Let me buy 2 more iPhones at this price. 2 more. Whoa, prices are going even higher. Let me buy 5 more. And then you tell your friends about it. Hey, John. Hey, Billy. Hey, Susan. Look at the price. It's going higher. You know, last week I made $20 from my iPhone. John, Susie, Paul, Rick, they all come up here and they're like, you know what? Let's buy it as well. My friend's making money. I should make money too. This is what we call opportunity. When you hear about an opportunity, it's late. That's the general concept. This is what my father put into my brain growing up. If you hear about an opportunity, it's late. It's reaching your ears to the public ears. That means it's already too late. Okay? So now, everyone is now buying up at these prices. Now, think about it. Think very, very closely. I'm going to keep this price here. Look at this price, $2,700, $2,780. $2,700, $2,780. Everybody's buying. I'm going to take you back at the daily. I'm going to take you back at the daily, and I'm going to take this screenshot again. Just keep that in mind. 2780. 27 to 2780. Somewhere in here. Everyone is buying up in this area, right? They're all buying, buying, buying. Were they buying over here? Not so much, right? A lot. The more higher the market goes, the more buying is going to kick in because they're getting greedy. Now, if more people are willing to buy, but our big boy is selling his iPhones, do you think if more people are willing to buy, our big boy is like, oh, good. I'd like for you to buy my iPhone at a much more expensive price. And then his smile suddenly becomes like this. With some eyebrows. Right? Does that make sense? So this is the logic of the market. Now, in this logic of the market, of how the markets are working, and how everyone... it's the hood. How the markets are working, it's pure logic of when people are buying, when people are selling. It has a lot to do with their buying and selling with pure emotions. Okay? Buying and selling with pure emotions. Now, as this happens, okay, the big boys are showing you if they're going to come back. These signs are of the big boys coming back. Notice all the red candles prior. Does this red candle look very, very powerful? Does this red candle look very powerful? Yeah, it looks pretty good, right? So. It's more than all these other ones. What about this red candle? So these are signs of he's back. Our big boy is back. He's showing us signs that, hey, he's willing to sell at this price again. He's selling so much that markets are moving again. He has so much, markets are moving again. Now, here we go. Here's the important part that I want to come to you guys today. Just to explain simple concept of buyers and sellers, I had to go through 30 minutes of all of this explanation for you guys. Okay? So far, so good? Because just knowing buyers and sellers is not enough. You need to know this information, and then you can know how to know whose market are we in. Yeah, it's recorded. So for those of you who are saying that you have to watch this again, how many of you guys already have aha moments right now? You guys are feeling like you're having breakthroughs. Do not enter late. Do not chase the market. You only sell to buyers. Okay, you want to sell to the buyers and you want to buy from the sellers. Okay? All right. I want to sell my wife. Okay. Anyways, let's look at the charts here. Okay. Now in this whole concept, right? In this whole concept that we're looking at, okay, we're seeing markets are going down. They're going sideways. They're going down. Now remember, we said, what are the charts? Each candle represents what? What is this? What did we say in the beginning of the webinar? What are the charts doing? They're receipts. They're receipts. They're history of what this guy has been doing. Okay, so first this guy was selling some stuff. Some people bought. Some people bought. Okay? And then he sold it again. Now, how much did the sell go down? Did it go down a lot? Yeah, it went down pretty aggressively, right? Now, why would price go down very aggressively? Think about it. Why? Why would price go down aggressively? Okay, you're getting there. You're getting there. Too expensive, Forrest. Very good. Very good. All the other answers are also correct. However, I want to keep it simple so that the word too expensive is perfect. It's perfect. People are not willing to buy because it's too expensive. So if it's too expensive and the markets are moving down a lot, do you think there's a lot of orders, a lot of iPhones that he still has to sell? He has a lot of iPhones. He's like, oh my God. Okay, let me lower the price a little bit more and let's see. Let's see. So he lowers the price more than he lowered it last time before the buyers came in. The buyers came in from here. This whole chunk is still buyer's market. Once we cross that, it becomes seller's market. Okay? This is not a sell here. This is the lowest point, and we never gone through the lowest point. Never gone through the lowest point. Never gone through the lowest point until we broke it. All of this is considered buyer's market. That is buyer's area. Okay? People get caught up into the minutia, into the little stuff, and thinking, oh, but isn't that support resistance? Isn't that a seller's right there? No. You want to use the lowest point before the buyer started to kick in and say, that is my wall now. That's my wall. We're going to use that wall as a indication of how far did the sellers take it. And now is he testing to see, let's see if someone will buy it at this price. Let's see. Okay, he's looking for buyers. Okay, he's looking for buyers. He's looking for buyers. Now, once the buyers are starting to come in, he shows some aggression again, and we're like, good, he's back. However, he didn't fill it in so much, right? How strong does he move down? Again, very strong. We're sitting here thinking, huh? What's going on? Right? That face that we make like, huh? Why is he going down so strong? Now, the problem is, we're more concerned of why when the average trader is going to be like, looking at this and saying, you see the difference there? We have to wait for the buyers to sell to them. We cannot sell with the sellers. Where are we going to make money from? Who are we going to make money from? If the seller is selling, you're selling, well, who's going to buy it? Yourself. So we cannot trade the design and the direction of the red candle. if you're trading the design and the look that you're seeing, then you're in the wrong direction. Yeah. Okay, let me remove this for those of you who are concerned if these are eyes or not. let me get rid of these. You immature adults. Okay, so does that make sense? BZ, Naveen, is that too much data to look at? No, not at all. Not at all. It depends what time frame you're trading. If you're trading daily 4 hours, it's not too much time frame. It's not too much data. Okay, so now, okay, I'm going to give you guys an example. If you wake up today and you suddenly come to your charts and you say, I'm going to be looking at the markets like this. Ooh. I'm going to be looking at the markets like that. We might just think, isn't that, hey, that's buyer's market, right? Yeah, Soheb, I'm going to give you an uptrend example too. That's buyer's market. Right? So if this is buyer's market, for example, if this is buyer's market, now I'm going to give you guys an example of how to use time. Okay, how to use time to your favor, and I think BZ, this will answer your question as well. So how do you use time now? So now that you understand who is in control of the market, whether it's a buyer or a seller, and now you know you don't want to be in the wrong direction, because if you're in the wrong direction, any strategy that you do is going to fail. Okay, if you're in the right direction, your strategy, even if it's the most idiotic strategy, has a high chance of winning. Okay, even if it's simple stuff like, you know, if it just comes up 3 points and it touches a pivot point or it touches a support resistance, I'm just going to sell it. Why? I don't know why, because it looks good. Even that can work as long as the logic is there of people are buying, so you need to sell it. Okay? All right, so a lot of the stuff that I'm discussing here is actually part of the Mastering Price Action course that I have. How many of you guys actually understand everything that I'm saying because you saw it in the course? Of course, it's more detailed in the course, but yeah? Okay, good. Okay, hopefully this is helpful for you guys too, because it's like good repetition as well. Good repetition as well. Oh, and not to mention, before I forget, next week I'm holding a private MPA webinar, Mastering Price Action webinar. I'm going to be showing some really cool tricks next week. So next week on Tuesday, there's a private webinar that's just for members, Okay? All right. Okay. So let's continue with this. Now, if you were looking at that as a buyer's market, because let's say you didn't have enough chart movement. Sorry, BZ, I got off track a little bit, but here. If you were looking at this as a buyer's market, right, and you're like, oh, well, that's an uptrend. It's going buyer because it's making higher high sequences. According to the time allocated to you, you're looking for what? If this is a buying market, what do you need to do the buy? Exactly. You need sellers. You're not going to buy with the buyers, right? That's just wrong. That is just wrong. So let's now take this information and we're going to assume, hey, this is buyer's market. It's going up. Instead of chasing the buy, we're going to look for let people become sellers. Let people become sellers. How do people become sellers? What is that all about? How do people become sellers? Think about it. So this was a buyer's market for us, right? All of this doesn't exist because we didn't see it. Let's assume we are innocent. We didn't see all that. And this is just, we see this as, oh, it's an uptrend. It's a buyer's market. So now we come down to a lower time frame. Do you think people look at this as a selling market right here? Does it break any support resistance? You see, for a sell to happen, if you're in a buyer's market, for a sell to happen, you need something to do this. Something to give you lower highs, lower lows. This is gonna, the more it does that, the more it's gonna make people think, oh my God, it's not a buy anymore, it's a sell. And they're gonna start chasing the sell. The more people start selling, the higher the chances you're gonna make money if you do the buy because you have somebody to buy it from. Do not forget that logic. You have somebody to buy it from. Does that make sense? You cannot buy with buyers. Okay, now, I feel like my, school teacher just looking at me like, Naveen, focus on your homework, All right. Okay, here we go. The markets are going up. So we're getting some pullbacks here, but nothing too dramatic. Everyone still believes in the buy. So we can't do that. Everyone still believes in the buy. Can't do that. Everyone still believes in the buy. Can't do that. Okay. Still can't do that. Everyone still believes in the buy. Everyone still believes in the buy. Like, oh my God, when is this going to come in? But now look how high the buyers have gone already. And we didn't get in. Now you need to ask yourself the question, am I still looking to get in? Okay. Let me do this thing now. Let me do this thing. Okay. Here is one more extract that I'm giving you guys as a bonus today. Okay, one more extract. At what point do you finally see the sellers come? At what point do you finally see the sellers come? Is this a seller here? He never made a support resistance break. Is this a seller here? Yeah, yay, there's a seller. Okay, now that there's a seller and we are buyers, we need to buy this thing. We need to buy this thing. And as the sellers come in, we prepare to buy and we hit the buys here. Buys start to go up. What happened? Okay, that's a tear, not a pimple. What happened? Wait, okay, wait. Stopped out, big boys, sellers, wait. Let me hear for the right word. Come on, MPA students, let's see if you've studied really well. What is this? There you go, money spot. Okay, let me explain what is money spot now. Okay, so this area where people are selling as support resistance. People are selling here. But we, as the smaller time frame, we're looking to buy this because sellers just came. We're like, yeah, we gotta buy this. Yeah, baby. Remember that higher time frame? The big boy from the daily who was on its way down, just crushing everything? He just stepped in and said, when you're in the money spot, who wins in the money spot? The big boys. This is why no one was getting any entry up until here. And the moment they give you an entry, even more people start buying. Not to mention, everyone was buying here. Remember John, Susie, Lynn, Jacob, blah, 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 blah. They were all buying there. But then the smart traders were also trying to buy here. So there's still buyers in there. That makes this sell even more aggressive and more stronger from here. Now, I'm sure a lot of you guys are probably shaking your heads like, what did I just see? What just happened? This is what actually happens to many people who are trading. They're like, wait, what just happened? And I'm trying to open that answer for you guys. This is what happens. Okay? Does it make sense? Is anyone lost right now? Because if we're lost, we're gonna do this with another example. Okay, one more example. Okay. We got a few people confusing here. That's okay. It's good, and I appreciate you guys coming out and saying it because that's the only way we're gonna learn. Okay, let's do another example. Okay, there we go. Let's do another example. We'll do an example for the buy side now. Okay, and then obviously this is recorded, so you guys can watch it as many times as you want. These are some extracts from the Mastering Price Action course. So it's a very powerful course, and it works mainly on logic. Traders are constantly looking for strategies. It's not strategy, it's the logic. If the logic is not there of how trading actually works, then a strategy is useless. Okay. Okay, we're gonna do one for the buyer's market. What do we do? Let's just do Euro USD. It should be inverse, right? Okay, let's go to the daily. Boom, boom, boom. Delete all this. Okay, here we go. Okay. All right. Here we are. Okay, Euro USD daily charts. Everyone see my screen and see the circle? All right. Okay, give me a second. I'm just going to take a bite of the cake. All right. Market's going up. Here's the highest point. Focus, guys. Here's the highest point. Highest point. Pulls back. And then it goes up again. Did this highest point get breached? Okay, you're in a buyer's market right here because you broke above recent highs. You know, you broke above. Stefan, I was vegan for temporary. I wanted to clean out my system, so I'm back to being non-vegan. All right, and plus my teammate is German, and I have to go to his house and eat barbecue. And if I don't eat with him, he's gonna shoot me. Yes, focus, Naveen. Sorry. So here we go. Now we are in buyer's territory, right? Okay, buyer's territory right here. Okay, markets went higher high. Now, in this buyer's territory, who caused the buy to happen? It's not just important to understand. Yes, it's the big boy. It's not just important to understand the break of support and resistance, but it's also important to understand of who began that move. So it's this fella. Okay, we're going to call him Mr. Cool. Mr. Cool propelled the market all the way to the top. Not this Mr. Cool earlier, because this Mr. Cool couldn't do anything. So he's Mr. Not Cool. Okay? He's not cool. We don't like this guy. Okay? He couldn't do anything. Mr. Cool, on the other hand, broke the resistance and made higher highs. Okay. Now we need these 2 points of logic for us. 1, where did we break? And 2, who broke it? Who? That's important. Who? Okay, we don't really know who, but we're just going to call him Mr. Cool. All right, now, as we're looking at this, we're going to go further. Mr. Cool made it as high as this price right there. That's the highest price he made it at before he started to pull back. Okay, which price is this? Is approximately 1250. Okay, the price doesn't matter. He made it to this height. Okay, he made it to this height. From this height, the sellers start to come in. Okay, sellers start to come in again and again and again. And then the buyer stepped in. Did the buyers, was this guy the next Mr. Cool? No, he didn't do anything. If he couldn't breach, whose market are we in still? That means the sell is still on. If the sell is still on, but for the daily guys, are they still selling? For the daily, what's the direction? The daily is a buyer. Mr. Cool, the big Mr. Cool, is still a buyer. But the 4-hour guys are like, it's not going up. It's still a sell. It's not going up. It's still a sell. Oh, look, lower lows. It's still a sell. Oh, look, lower lows. It's still a sell. Oh my God. What happened to my sell? What is that spot? Money spot. That is the time when we all start licking our fingers and saying, where is my mouse? Where can I click the button? You know, bring in the ATM. You know, so that's the part where we start getting interested in. Of course, it's not as simple as I'm making it sound. Of course, there's a lot of work that goes into this. But I wanted to break it down into a basic logic. Okay, there's a lot more to it than just like, you know, oh, look, it's a pullback and we just buy it. You know, so, but this is the concept. This is the concept. We're looking at this area as it comes down, as it comes down, as it comes down. We're like, good, we're going to buy it now. Now, let's take this area and let's go down to, okay, I'm going to put the purple line that you guys like right there. I'm going to take it down to the 4-hour chart. Okay, there we go. Where is it? Where did I lose my purple line? Oh, here we go. Okay, There we are. All right, now, there we go. Okay, here we are. Ready? Okay, now focus very, very carefully. Everyone zip it. Just focus, okay? This is an important piece. All right, Euro USD, 4-hour chart now. We're one time frame lower, okay? We're one time frame lower. What's happening here? Who's interested? Are the buyers interested or are the sellers interested in this area? What's going on? Still buyers, okay? So they're not doing anything yet. And then this support gets violated. Oh, sellers come in. Interesting. What's going on here? They go up. Nothing happens, nothing happens, nothing happens. This support violated. Whoa. Sellers are here. Sellers are here. Okay? They come down again. They pull back. Support resistance. What happened? What happened to their sell? Okay? They got violated. Back to the north side. So which means, is my big boy back? I don't know. Is that a BBB? Big boy back? Okay, is my big boy back? That's our question. Okay, we're just going to try to go with the big boy. Like, okay, I guess our big boy's back because he's in this area. Okay. Let's try to get in as low as possible. It's Mr. Cool, yeah. Mr. Cool is showing signs again. So we're like, let's buy it as best as we can. However, what happens once we reach Mr. Cool's last level of confusion? Remember Mr. Cool on daily, that's the highest price he had ever got to at this point. That was the highest. Again, at that area, he's stuck. Okay? Which means Mr. Cool is not willing to let go yet. There are still people willing to sell to him. They're like, if Mr. Cool still knows there are so many, there are so many people willing to sell their iPhones at a lower price, so Mr. Cool can be like, yeah, baby, I'll buy it at a lower price because I want to make money from it in the future. Okay? So that's why he didn't take off. There are still people there. That gives us an understanding of, okay, wait, hold on. Sellers come back, lower low sequence, breaches. Oh, not really. Okay, breach. There we go. Lower low sequence. Coming down, lower low. Coming down, lower low. Okay, sellers. It's trying to turn around again. Boom. Very dramatic sell again. Still same area. Unable to go. Sellers coming in again. Lower low. Okay. Sellers coming in again. No lower low. But then we do have a lower low right here. Okay, so seller's market, right? Clearly seller's market. Lower low basically means sellers are taking over. Yeah? As sellers are taking over, the big boy is more and more happy because he's like, good. The more people come down, the better prices I'm going to get. The prices keep going down and down and down. And he's like, excellent, me likey. Okay? So he likes those lower prices. As he comes down, this happens. Would you say that is your Mr. Cool coming back? Does that look good? No, that doesn't look so aggressive. It looked aggressive before, but that's not so aggressive. They're like, I don't know, man. I don't know. I'm not sure. But then the sellers don't come down. That's weird. And then this happens. A higher high. Whoa, is that my Mr. Cool? I don't know, man. I don't know. Remember this area that support kept holding? Okay, they're gonna go down again. They're not going down. What's this? They're going up. They're not going down. What's this? Now, after 2 or 3 tries, is that not an indication that Mr. Cool keeps coming higher and higher and higher? So now is a time where we have to get in But at the same time, keep in mind that remember Mr. Cool had some problems in this area, in that area. We need to watch that area very carefully. And we can see this time Mr. Cool was able to lift. He was able to go through this time, which means the big boys pushed it up. Okay? We don't want to enter up here because now we're chasing the market. Notice how we did the buy. We did the buy as the market was coming down. Oh, where's my mouse? Okay, we did the buy as the markets were coming down, right? We want to do the buy as close to them as possible. We don't want to keep buying up here and up there and up there just because the markets are going up and we're like, oh my god, it's going up, we need to buy it now. No. We want to buy it from the sellers. Okay, I'm basically giving you a complete strategy here. I'm showing you how to look at which direction you're in. This purple line indicates you're still in a big boy buyer's mode. Even if it comes below the purple line, remember where Mr. Cool was sitting. Mr. Cool is not here. Mr. Cool is here somewhere, down there. Which means if price even comes down to here and then comes up, that means the buy can still be going. Okay, but we need the seller. We gotta buy it from the sellers. Okay? Is that better? Those of you who were lost before, is this example helping a little bit more? Okay, good. Now, I hope you guys had a lot of aha moments because you know the reality was when I started out trading, I wasn't able to do any of this stuff actually. I was constantly strategy hopping and stuff like that, and I just didn't know what the right answer was, you know. So once my mentors and back in the day, they pushed me into the right direction. You're like, you know what, Naveen, I'm gonna show you something where you can use your strategy. I was like, oh, okay, well, all right, I'll look at that because they were telling me your strategy that you have is correct. However, you don't know when not to use it, and I didn't know what that meant for the longest time. Like, what do you mean when not to use it? He's like, that's the moneymaker. When do you know not to use it in the wrong and right times? Okay. So based on that logic and studying over 10 years with that concept now, which is the reason why I created the Mastering Price Action course. When I first created that course, for all of you guys who don't know it, I created that course for my one-on-one students. I valued it at $6,000 and I said, I'm only going to sell this to my premium students. I'm not going to release it out into the public. However, many of the students, as I've noticed, how many of you guys had an aha moment here today? You guys have learned more in this 1 hour of webinar than you've probably ever done in any webinar that you've ever attended. Right? So it's because it did the same thing for me when I was first understanding this. I was like, what the hell is this? You know, like, this is important stuff. And when I made that with the MPA course and I was discussing it with my team and I was like, if I keep going back to, I don't know if you guys came to my Facebook Live webinar, I have this goal, this mission to make Urban Forex the best company out there, right? And to do that, I can't have my courses at $6,000 and stuff like that. It's just very difficult for the general public to pick it up. So what did I do? I fought with the management. I got the prices down to 600. 600 was still, I was gauging supply and demand. Are people buying? Are people not buying? I was using the same logic as how the charts move. No, 600 is still too high. We dropped it down, and we now left it at $249. So it is available for you guys to pick up today. If you guys want to pick it up today, we will be raising the prices again because, like I said, we're using supply and demand, and as prices and demands are increasing, we will be raising the prices more. So again, for those of you guys who already have the course, do not forget there is a private webinar for you guys next week. Okay, for those of you who do not have the course, if one of the teammates can put the link up so you guys can pick up the course. And all of you guys who are in the webinar right now who have the course, can you please share your feedback of how you guys are liking the course for those who do not have it, so they can actually feel and get a live example. Okay, so there you have. There's your live feedback from the people telling you how good this course is. Now, let me get the link for you guys. I think they haven't shared the link yet, so let me get the link for you guys. Here we go. Here's the Mastering Price Action course. It is available on your screen. I'm going to open it up for you guys on your browser as well. There you go. And you guys can now pick it up instantaneously. Okay. It was great to have all you guys in here. Remember, this is a very, very expensive course. Please treat it with it. It's a 7-week course. The 7-week course goes into it week by week. Armo's in there, Lucille's in there, Robert's in there, and our new teammate Gary's in there. Everyone's in there to help you every step of the way because it's 7 weeks long, and each of these weeks they go into extreme details of buyers and sellers. How do you deal with certain areas? What does it mean to have real support and resistance and stuff like that? So look forward to seeing you guys in the course and in the next live webinar. For those of you who already have the course, thank you already. I will see you guys in the next webinar as well. This Tuesday, don't forget, private MPA webinar. I look forward to seeing you guys all there. Thank you for coming today. I hope you guys had a wonderful aha moment today and you guys use this information to become better traders. Do not take no for an answer and do not quit. Keep doing better. Thanks a lot, guys. I'll see you guys in a bit. Cheers.